Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, October 13, 2022. You're looking for clarity, results, and well-defined goals today. If solid answers aren't forthcoming, which is likely given a Mars-Neptune transit on the horizon, it makes sense to look for solutions to more minor problems. With this constructive attitude, you can accomplish much. Good advice can be exchanged, and working together can be productive today. It's also possible that people in your life or a relationship goal encourage you to focus on what's most important. Others may recognize your dedication to a project, cause, or relationship, valuing you more highly as a result. With expectations reasonable, your plans and decisions improve. Organizing and editing activities are in high favor. A slow but steady approach seems to work the best today. A rather momentous day arrives like a chariot blazing through the sky. This is because our glorious sun, now igniting your solar 11th house of friendships, online dating, and aspirations, will link with mighty Saturn, now in your solar 3rd house of communications. This would be a milestone day to talk with your one and only about plans you'd like to build and communicate in down-to-earth practical means. If you create a strategy together, you could both find that you're able to manifest more fluidly and potently. Who is in your inner professional circle? As a social fire sign, you are constantly expanding your greater professional community on and offline. But it might be time to consider who is part of your support system as the Sun in Libra trines Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. You have a greater perspective of your friendships, connections, and networking events during this air trine. It is time to prioritize the opportunities and relationships that will support you as you forge forward in your professional path. Do not hesitate to focus on different people and possibilities. While having the moon in your work sector in the heart of the working week is always an advantage, even more so as the planets on the job and career fronts are regrouping, but also just days after Pluto's direct turn has given income potential the green light. That this is bringing things together across the income, work, and career fronts in the heart of the working week is just one of the advantages today. You may be feeling pretty worked up right now. The planetary movement concerning your sign this month is a hefty combination of intense energies. This makes you high-strung and on the alert at all times. Water is literally the best solution. Drink plenty of water, a minimum of 8 glasses per day. Your liver will thank you for it, and you will be more emotionally balanced. Don't let yourself burn out. Today, it's going to be a question of union, a partnership, or meeting a new person. However, it is futile to want to change the way things happen because what must happen will happen, no matter what. In addition, you are on the point of signing a big contract or making an investment, so you need to be as lucid as possible so that you don't make any mistakes. Why not isolate yourself for a few hours to take stock and weigh the pros and cons? Life is rich in the unexpected, and at the most unexpected moment you may meet someone who upsets your plans a bit. At the same time that Mercury, the planet of communication, is spending his first full day back in your friendship sector, a friendly aspect between the Sun here and Saturn, in his final days in retrograde motion in your communication sector peaks. Once the Moon returns to your relationship sector tomorrow, this will bring Mars into the mix, bringing you the start of some powerful days for personal and professional networking, friendship and relationship building. This is just the start of something special. The Moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday has given the spirit of romance more of a boost than these monthly visits normally do, thanks to the full moon this had created. This has been the wake-up call needed to make the most of Jupiter's final weeks here before retrograding back out, challenging old excuses while the doors are still open to the past and second chances. Our eyes in the sky. There is a purification process unfolding in the skies. Don't let anyone dim your light even as the tougher planetary connections are pulling at you and trying to make you feel self-conscious. Yes, there is a continuation with Uranus and the Libra Sun, which share a minor frustration that seems as though it's tugging at your soul. The collective is now met with another aspect, with the Sun's position in balancing Libra and Saturn in Aquarius harmonizing the energy. These aspects are meant to change society, but it isn't going to happen overnight. It will help you gain insight into your life from a very spiritual level. You can't control what's happening on a larger scale. Internally, that's where the greatest change is going to occur. You can support your friends and family through these times and even take to the streets in the name of social justice. Libra is the sign of the law, and Saturn in Aquarius dictates policies. Think of this as a cosmic alliance that requires in-depth diplomacy on all levels. The scales only tip when one side isn't doing its job from a place of truth. What do you see that needs changing? Luckily, the energy encourages you to tell it like it is to anyone who will listen and shout it to anyone who isn't paying attention. Be open to those you trust who have more life experience, because they're serving as your guide through these eye-opening transits, especially when Mars in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces in the evening. There can be an obsessive-compulsive element to this day as well. Perfectionist tendencies are very possible. Be careful to check your thoughts and make sure that you aren't being too hard on yourself. Aspects are slowing down your ability to earn the kind of money you may have become used to and asking you to become more responsible about how you spend your cash. Establish limits so you can save for retirement or other goals. Your house of creativity, family, and fun are affected. If you're having trouble getting motivated, just think about how what you do now will benefit your family in the future. In the morning, Venus in Libra squares off with Pallas, the goddess asteroid of strategy, in Cancer, creating a disconnect between how we give and receive love. The square stimulates conflict, so we recognize how our romantic conduct is working against us. Indeed, we might have been using Cancerian care and support as a strategy for entrapping lovers. In all likelihood, manipulation techniques were not entered into consciously. We simply assumed that the best way to get others to like us was to make ourselves as accommodating as possible. Yet now, we see that relationships formed using coercive means are not healthy. The whole game may fall apart, forcing us to come clean to partners and work towards achieving union more healthily. The cosmic weather is then quiet until the evening, when the Libra Sun trines Saturn in Aquarius, helping us to achieve our goals. Our past labor bears fruit, and we are provided with recognition for reaching a personal milestone. Structures have been put in place which facilitate our success. Therefore, we work less hard and see greater returns. Those with less experience can benefit from our guidance at this time. We might even use this influence to train someone to manage less rigorous duties as we rise into a position of authority and take on more responsibility.